Hello, everyone, and welcome. Let me just click a few things here so I can see you. All right, let's see. All right. Hello, hello. Well, today is Tuesday, November the 26th of 2024. Welcome. I'm so glad that you are going to spend a little time with me today, and we are going to do some crafting. If you're new here, I am Terry Hartley, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Iowa. I live in Southeast Iowa. And well, this week is Thanksgiving week. Hi, Bonnie. For, you're from Northwest New Mexico. Well, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. So this is Thanksgiving week, and I know that we're all very, very busy, and we have a lot of things to be thankful for. But today, I'm thinking about Christmas cards, and we're going to do some quick and easy Christmas cards because it's possible that you have some made, or you intended to make some, and then, oh my gosh, it's like the last week of November, and here we are with December right around the corner, right? So I think, an elegant, at least I'm using some paper that says elegance in it. And we're going to make one card, plus I'm going to show you another variation. And these are all quick and easy. Hello, Judy. Good to see you here from Iowa. Welcome. So today we are going to make some quick cards, and I hope this will give you some inspiration. And of course, if you do not need Christmas cards, you can just change the sentiment, and make it a birthday card or whatever you would like. I have a Black Friday special going on right now through December 3rd. When I turn the camera down, I'll tell you about that. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button. I appreciate that. It helps me get this video out to more people. If you're on Facebook, give me a thumbs up or a like. I appreciate that. And I'm going to turn the camera down and we're going to get started. All right, so I'm going to be using some products from the mini catalog, and I think I'm using one from the annual catalog. So the mini catalog today, September through December, we are going to be using this beautiful designer series paper that is called Seasons of Elegance. And then I'm going to be using the Peaceful Evergreens for my card because I'm going to share my card with you, but then I'm going to change it up just a little bit. But before I do that, let me talk to you about my Black Friday special. Place an order with me now through December 3rd. And if your order of an order of at least $40 in my online store, and there's information in the description, and I will send you free 24 sheets of designer series paper. And will be 6 by 6. It'll be some current and also retired, so it'll be a combination. You also will receive a package of embellishments, and these will be current embellishments, and 3 handmade cards with envelopes. And that's when you place at least a $40 order in my online store. If your order is over $100, I will send you all of that plus a little surprise from a retired stash. Okay, well, today here is the card that we're going to make, although I'm going to change it just a little bit. And this is: may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. So I think it's a really fun, elegant card. Notice that I have not added any embellishments on it. I haven't added any gems, and that's because I'm going to need your help. I haven't decided which. I have two gems, and I can't decide which to use, so I hope that you will help me with that. So, and as I said, we're going to change it just a little bit. So let me bring in this. If you have not seen this paper, and I just showed it to you in a mini catalog, but it is really, really pretty because you have these gold flecks on one side. There's a cherry cobbler with the gold flecks, and then on the back, it's just the cherry cobbler. So, and we're going to be using Pretty Peacock today. So we're going to be using this, and then it has, I think it's Mossy Meadow, and so really, really pretty paper. So if this is not on your list, you might want to add that. I'm also going to be using stylish shapes. And to me, stylish shapes is something that everyone needs in their craft room because you have circles and you have squares and you have labels. So this is really something, if you don't have it, I would definitely add it to my ordered stylish shapes. So you could add stylish shapes and designer series paper, and then I can send you my Black Friday special. Okay, let me bring. Hi, Sheila. You love the peacock. We're gonna make peacock. Our first card is gonna be with peacock, pretty peacock, and then our second card I'm going to show you. I have one with a cherry cobbler. So I'm going to bring in our trimmer, and I'm going to bring in Pretty Peacock cardstock, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to turn it so the short side's at the top, and I'm going to set this at 4 1/4, and I am going to make two card bases. So I'm going to be using the lighter color, which is our scoring blade, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to turn and I'm going to place it at 5 1/2 and use the cutting blade and cut it in two. So we have two card bases. We're just going to use one for right now. So then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to fold it this way. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off the front. So I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to trim 1 inch. So we're making a fun fold. Again, this is going to be a real quick and easy card because right now we need quick and easy cards. You can use this for another card, or you could actually even, if you wanted to, you could emboss it and maybe even add it inside your card, but we're not going to use that today. Okay, I think we are finished with the trimmer. And now I'm going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and fold this in half and bring our bone folder in. And so here we have our fun fold. And then I'm going to bring in our Pretty Peacock Designer Series paper, and we're just going to layer this right on the front. And really, this paper, you could turn it this way or this way. It doesn't really have a right or wrong, I don't think. It's just wherever you want maybe the gold flecks to be. So we'll add some adhesive. I have a new bottle of adhesive, so have to be careful I don't doesn't go too much out. Now I find it's easier just to lay your card base flat to add your designer series paper. And I guess I'm going to put some more of the gold flecks at the bottom. Okay, we're going to lay this aside. And then I'm going to bring in Basic White, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to be bringing in an embossing folder. And right now, this embossing folder is unavailable. It is supposed to be back on December 30th. It may come back sooner. But on our card, if you notice that I have part of this embossed, and that's what we're going to do right now. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to lay our basic white in here, and I want at least an inch because we cut off an inch, so I want it just a little bit more than an inch. And then I want to try to make this straight. So, so kind of line it up like that. And let me grab our cut and emboss machine. And this is a 3D embossing folder. So I have plate 1. And then I have our embossing folder. And then we have our plate 4. And then we have just the side embossed. So we can bring our card base back, and we're going to go ahead and add this right inside here. So when you close it, all you see is the embossed piece. And then you still have room to be able to write your message. And we'll line this up the best we can. All right. Now I'm going to bring in, as I said, we're going to add something a little bit different on this card, and I'm going to be bringing in the Peaceful Evergreens, and we're going to use this one right here. So that would be this one right here on the front. And I've already mounted it on a block, and I'm going to grab my pretty peacock. Now, because I find it easier on stamps that are a little bit longer or wider than our ink pad, just to take the ink and apply the ink to the stamp. And then we'll just stamp this right here. And then I have our Peaceful Evergreen dies, and then we'll just run that through, but I already have that done. So we have that right there. And then I'm going to bring in basic white, which I've already cut out with the next to the for the basic white, the next to the largest square of stylish shapes. And then the largest square I've already die cut in pretty peacock. And we are going to stamp using Greetings of the Season, which is also in the mini catalog. And we're going to stamp the May Your Holiday Season Be Filled with Warmth and Cheerful Celebration. And once again, I am going to ink this up like this. And I was going to use a piercing mat. A piercing mat is good to use when you have photopolymer. But I took it downstairs to cover, and I don't see my other one, so we'll just go ahead. But you can still stamp without it. But if you have any problems when you're using the photopolymer, if you don't have a pierce mat that gives you a little bit of cushion, you can use a magazine too. Now, I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. Hope it's still in camera because I need to get my head over it, and I don't want to hit my webcam. And then you just hold it down, count of 3, and then flick it off, and there you go. And now we are going to go ahead and adhere these two together. So we are adding a different element. We're adding this tree, which I did not have in my sample that I showed you. So you'll have some choices. All right, and now we're going to add this. And we're going to place it so we have about the same amount of space on the top and the left side and the bottom. And then we're going to add dimensionals over here. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to put my finger about right like this, bring in my dimensionals. And put 3. Make 2 columns of 3. And then take the backings off. Well, hello, Sally McFadden. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Now we're going to turn this back over and we're going to line it up again. And try to get it straight. There we go. Now we're going to add our tree right here. Now I'm going to add dimensionals on the left-hand side. And then you could add some adhesive here to put it to, to hold it. But I don't think you necessarily have to. Okay, so I'm going to add some dimensionals again on this side right here. So I'm just going to add 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to add a mini dimensional right at the top. Take those backings off. And then we'll just place that right like that. So see, I really don't think that if you want to add a little adhesive under here, you can, but I think you're fine if you don't. Let's go ahead and bring in this beautiful cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. And we're going to go ahead and tie a bow. Okay. All right, now I think we're going to add that down here. I could make it a little bit smaller if I wanted to, so we can just pull on those tails to do that. And then just pull the bow. And then we'll snip that off later. So I'm going to bring in my glue dots. And then I'm going to wrap it around my finger. I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to flick this up. And I'm going to place it right here on my card. So I'm putting the glue dot on my card. Then I can take my bow and I can place it right there on the card. Now, I do not want these ribbons to cover up my words. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take another glue dot and I'm going to place it on, this time I'm going to place it on the ribbon, the bow. And then I can place it there so it will not cover up the words. And I'm going to take one more and do the same on the other side. So this is just a little tip, a little trick that you can do to keep your, there we go. Now, before I trim those, I need some help. I need to know whether you think I should use these cherry cobbler. I should use these cherry cobbler gems for this card. Or should I use these gold? So I have these gold druzy, I think. Anyway, looks like crystal. So should I use the gold or should I use the cherry cobbler? So you let me know in the comments while I trim our ribbon here a little bit. Because I just can't decide which to use. whether to use the cherry cobbler or the gold. Well, Judy, I'm glad that you like that pine tree. And I do have another card to show you. So, Judy, you say gold. Any other? Hello, Denise. I just saw you. Well, thanks, Sally. You say gold or the cherry cobbler. Well, I did use a cherry cobbler on the second card that I'm going to show you. So maybe we will go ahead and use the gold for this one. So we'll just go ahead, and I think I'll use the small. So I'm going to put one up here. And maybe one right there. All right, so let's look at this card. We have may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. And this was our sample card that I showed you, but I decided to move the bow down here and add the tree. And then I told you that I had one more to show you using cherry cobbler. And I did use cherry cobbler card base, and I also used the cherry cobbler dots from that set. So here, and I used the tree and cherry cobbler. So here are my three cards today. I think they're very elegant, and it's a fun fold, and it is quick and easy. So I will have to add some gems to the card in the middle, right? So what do you think? Which one do you like the best? It didn't take us long at all to make those cards, and I hope that you'll find if you decide to make these cards, it'll be quick and easy for you too. So, do you like so Sheila, you like that cherry cobbler the best? Or no, I see you're saying cherry cobbler for the gems. And oh, Denise, good. I'm glad that you like the red tree. So at least I did use cherry cobbler in one and gold on the other, so you can kind of see the difference and which that you would like the best. And Sheila, you like the peacock blue with the tree the best. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. I do like pretty peacock, and I think it can be definitely a Christmas color too. We don't always have to stick to the red and greens, and it has kind of a green cast in it too. And Sally, you like the red tree too. Yes. Okay, well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you can give me a thumbs up or a like, I appreciate that. And I will not be here next week. So December 3rd is next Tuesday. I will not be here. My husband's going to have cataract surgery. So that is, we'll be out of town so he can have his surgery. But I am thankful for all of you being here. And I hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving wherever you happen to go, whether you're at home or you're traveling. Stay safe. I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards.